Hopwas Hayes Woods, an area of ancient woodland to the west of Tamworth. We had originally planned on visiting Greystew Priory near Loughborough, but switched last minute due to access issues. As such, we were going into this investigation blind. From the small amount of research we had time to do, we discovered that an area where an old house once stood was looking to be a good target. Online sources spoke of the house being haunted by a 9-year-old girl. There was also mention of witchcraft and a story from the 1980s involving the arrest of people taking part in a ritual in the woods and the discovery of various artefacts. After a little difficulty finding a way to access the woods, we took a walk along the canal and found the bridge leading to one of the paths that traversed the old firing range.
Hello. Are you filming already, are you?
Yeah, man. I just
we haven't found it yet.
Yeah, we're still walking to the woods. We're walking along the canal now. There's apparently a bridge
we found that leads straight up to the woods.
Yeah.
It's private access. So it's fine.
Our first find of the evening is a pillbox. This is obviously remnant from the when it was used as a military training area. We're coming up to yet another sign.
Oh no.
This one says danger military firing range. This, however, we know is an old sign.
So where we are, we keep going up, we're going to keep going further and further out. All this stuff one is in, and we are here. So if we take that path there, it's going to lead us.
Can you flag that so we can find our way back here? You could pin it, can't you? Is that Google Maps? You can pin it, can't you?
Should be able to.
Right, and this is the Undeparted on a organised trip to Hopwas Woods. We are here for a bit of an investigation. It's 9:10 at night. People present, myself, Noodles, Joe on the camera, a guest with us, Paul. So yes, this is where we are. We're now going to go see what we can find.
Once we had gotten our bearings, we unloaded our equipment and headed off away from the warning signs. We decided to conduct our first recording when we encountered any strange equipment readings or strange feelings.
Me being nervous because I'm in the woods. Plus the fact it didn't help that when we were driving up here before we pulled up, like a redneck dueling banjo style song came on the radio.
Yeah. And then when we were stood in the car park, I started singing drilling banjos.
Understand?
Yes. Well, there's also the fact that now Tim and Paul have wandered off somewhere. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it jumping.
But we kept hearing what we thought was a rumbling.
Yeah, I can hear a slight rumbling, but it does sound like it could be like train noise.
No, that was something else. It came from over there.
Due to this unexplained spike on the EMF meter, we conducted our first EVP session.
Right, it's now recording. Time is 09:33 hours. Just down here.
And there we go. This spike was behind them.
Right, so we're now recording EVP, recording the first one of the night. So I just want to ask while we're here, Tim, just turn that off, mate. Just while we're here, is there anybody here that wishes to communicate with us in any way? You see a light on the floor, which can hopefully record your voice. And if we can't hear you now, we will be able to hear you when we play it back. So if you want to speak to us now. Feel free to use our energy, or the energy of our equipment. Obviously, you're not allowed to follow us home, so if you want to speak to us, you need to do it now. What's that, Tim? Okay, Tim, can you just drop that down by my phone, mate? That was an owl. Okay, that's Tim just walking to the recorder. So on the floor next to the recording device, that's Tim taking a picture, you'll see a white box with a little green light. If you go near that, it will move, and it will show as an indication you are actually here. So, if there is somebody here, please go to that green light. That's Tim walking. Or speak into the device next to it. If that spikes up, Paul gives a shout, yeah? So I'll ask again. Did you die here?
Might be nothing, but
Don't say anything on the camera.
all in quick succession.
Talking to the device next to it.
The same
There's a sign that you're here.
Yeah, we'll look into it later.
That's Tim and Dave talking to each other.
Right, record me on the phone.
Keep trying with that device. We've got to.
Whilst taking pictures and reviewing them, Tim's attention was drawn to this blue light anomaly. We cannot explain where it came from as we were nowhere near any roads, and although we could make out buildings, the lights were almost invisible to the naked eye. It also didn't appear on any other photographs. On reviewing the photos following the investigation, Tim has also captured what appears to be some sort of strange mist. What's interesting about this is that the mist is not in the photo taken directly before it, shown here to the right. Again, we cannot explain what this anomaly is, but we can say it's not Tim's breath due to its characteristics.
Okay, obviously Tim's just using his spectral analyzer, which is like a live,
Based on a probably 15-20 second loop.
yeah, and it's a live audio record, like visual audio, so to speak. Obviously, because I'm talking, you can see my voice spike up. So if I just go quiet, as you can see,
Oh, we got a spike.
it's on the meter,
Yeah, went to orange.
or what Tim's just put down.
No, on the meter.
Right, was that you just trying to move the metal? Was that you just? It's me moving. Did you just try and make that meter move? The white device with the green. Okay, brilliant. Did you get that on camera, right?
Yeah. I thought
Oh.
I saw a flicker before actually, but I couldn't tell because I couldn't see it with my eyes.
I
but I thought it was
definitely
on
saw
camera.
something there. Did you get on camera as well?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Right then, if that was you, do it again for me.
It's Dave
Okay,
walking.
Whatever you just did, do it again for me. I want you to be done on the count of 3. So when I get to 0, I want you to make that flicker again. So, 3, 2, 1, 0. Well,
Yep.
thank you very much. Well done. Okay. Obviously, I was a little bit late. Can we try it again, please? I'll count down from 3 to 0. I want you to do it again for me. 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you very much. So if you're here, you've got the energy to make that move.
Move moving.
So I want you to talk to the device that's next to it. It's got 2 wheels that are going round. So please, it's me moving. Make it move for me.
If you're here with us, are you male or female? If you're male, like my partner Joe said, make the light spike for us. So if you're male,
Spikes.
please make it move.
It spikes.
Thank you. I'll tell you what, I'm very impressed with that. Obviously, just videoing that, but we got visual. Well, obviously we don't know about the EVP. We've got any EVPs, but we've just got visual responses to our questions. And whilst we're spiking intermittently, on most of the occasions when we asked it to do a countdown from 3 to 0, it actually spiked when we got to 0, which the train going past, which obviously I believe, in my opinion, is quite paranormally significant.
With what appeared to be a success with our first recording, we decided to try out some apps that Tim had downloaded onto his tablet to see if we had any success with them.
This is a Spirit Box 2.0. We're about to give this a test run. It's an Android tablet device. Just so you know, this is a Wi-Fi tablet, it's not a 3G tablet. I've also turned all the Wi-Fi settings off, and it's basically generally, and Bluetooth turned off to save on battery. So this is like a ghost box.
Is there anybody there who wishes to speak to us through this device? Is that recording as well, Tim? Cool. Obviously, we believe that you've just made the device in Tim's right hand move and spike up to show your presence.
Spike.
If that's you, we thank you. Can you please speak into or manipulate the device in Tim's left hand? And hopefully we'll be able to hear you through it here and now. So if you're there, say hello into it or make it say hello. Just say hello for us through it.
Spike.
If you're trying to talk into the device, we thank you very much for trying. Just please try a little bit harder. Try and focus really hard on the device in Tim's left hand. See if you can make that lighter. You've done well with it before.
Oh, tell me that was you just what. I just got a really weird. I thought it would have been me touching the device because this thing like spikes almost up to the red. Is anybody doing anything? Done it again. Is anyone doing anything?
No.
Dave, Paul, Joe?
My phone's on airplane mode. Is everyone's phone on airplane mode?
Yeah.
That was a really strong spike once before, and I thought it was me with the tablet.
So that tablet's...
And again.
Yeah, Tim, I'll hold that.
What?
Just to try and debunk it.
Please debunk this. This isn't recording this, so...
Right then, obviously I'm just moving away from Tim. We thank you if you're making efforts. Sorry?
I need your phone because this won't record this sound.
Now Tim was just holding this device. We've obviously moved away from it, from the tablet he's holding, just in case that's causing interference. So if that was you, we thank you. Can you please spike that up into the red again? As we said, use our energy. If you can't speak into the device or you manipulate the device in Tim's hands, then please say something or move near this or try and manipulate it in some way. If you could do that now for me, please. Getting nothing. Oh, yeah, got a spike there. Thank you. There's only a small one. Small spike into the third green or second green, I think.
I'm going to move the device purely into the voice. So the noise, this is the white noise.
Oh, it's got a spike there. Thank you. Can you try and do that again, please? I'll do a countdown again. So I'm going to count down from 3, and when I get to 0, I want you to make it spike for me. 3, 2, 1. Just spiked up.
That's solid spiked up, didn't it?
Now it went into the second, it's almost the third. Thank you very much, and again, I'm happy that you're here. I want you to do it again on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. It's spiking while I'm counting down. It did nothing for a while. Okay, one more time for me. 3, 2, 1, 0. Spiked up again.
I'm stopping the tablet device.
It's a bit interesting, okay? I'm going to try something a bit different. I'm going to count down from 15 to 0. And I do not want you to spike it until I get to 0. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It didn't spike up, but it made the sound it was spiking up.
That sound. I hear that.
Turn the sound up a little bit more. If that was you, we thank you. I'm sorry to keep asking you to do this, but obviously we want to... You're welcome. Okay, so I'm going to try again. I'll try it from 10. Okay, like I said, I do not... It's gone really out of focus. I'll do it again from 10. And I'll thank you not to... Okay? Not to make it spike until I get to 0. To 0, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you trying to warn us? Do you want us to leave this place? Are we in danger?
Are you happy for us to be here?
That was...
Obviously, you can't see it from here.
No, but I heard it.
2143.
The actual lights, the lights aren't going up. So, I mean, not unless I'm missing something. So you're happy for us to be here? It just spiked up then. Okay, one more time. Are we in danger? Thank you. Are you happy for us to be here?
This
This is
That's
good.
pretty positive. I've got a real-time EVP on that iParanormal Studio app.
Hmm.
We can give that a whirl if you want.
Yeah, I think we should.
All right.
Due to apparent positive responses we were getting from our EMF meter, we decided to do a real-time EVP recording. This is where we listen to the recording live to see if we capture any EVPs. Okay, so we've got this app on the iPhone. It's called iParanormal Studio. It's a cracking little app. It's got a couple of issues at the moment, which means it's not fully functional, but the dev team have got back to me on my feedback to them. Phone's just gone off. Just so you can see, the phone is definitely in flight mode. So I'm just going to go back to the app. It's quite a funky little app. It allows you to put your logo in. Allows you to do all sorts of different parts of the investigation reports. So I'm going to go into the report thing. Actually, no, I'm not going to go into the report thing. Into the folder that I've already set up for this. And then I can go down to the tracks option and start an audio track. Give it a title.
It's the EVP too.
So, apologies for the function of the focus on the camera not working very well. So that's EVP2. Go into the track. As you can see, it's got a timer to show me how long it's been going for. And at the bottom here, I've got an option to enable real-time EVP, and I can set a delay on that, which basically means that I can hear back through the headphones exactly what's being recorded onto the device. And I can set the delay, so if I ask a question, then 5 seconds later I'll hear myself asking that question. You've also got the option to put it onto Dropbox, so you can get the files pretty damn easily. So yeah, all in all, it's quite a nifty looking app. This will be the first time we'll be using it in the field, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so this is going to start a second EVP session now.
Do I get the EMF out?
Hang on. You got it?
No, I don't.
Okay, this is EVP2. I'm using the real-time EVP, which is very weird because I can hear myself a second later.
That's Joe getting the EMF out.
Okay, I'm just going to change the settings slightly so I can actually finish a sentence. So if you're the spirit that was here earlier, can you try and talk to us? The light that I've got in my left hand will actually let you speak to us, and I'll be able to hear what you're saying. You gave us some real positive results earlier. You made the light move. You seem to be doing it to answer our questions as well. See if you can use the same energy and just focus on talking into this light.
It's worth noting as well that nothing. It hasn't spiked once. Is there something significant about this tree? Like, you just want to come to where I am, mate?
I just want to say one thing. A second ago I heard my stomach go.
So it's quite sensitive then. Okay, Dave, if you stand here, mate, where I am, I'll go back to this tree. So I'm just going to move by the tree where I was before. No power cable, there's no power lines, is there? So I'm by this tree again. Is it something to do with this tree? Because you're not registering at all on this device now.
Birds are going crazy again.
Okay, I'll just turn the volume up on this because obviously this does do a kind of audio response as well as visual. So come on, just try again. You were doing so well before. I'll count down again from 3. 3, 2, 1, 0. Nothing whatsoever. It's worth noting as well, we haven't moved from the last place where we were. This is the tree where we were before. We're getting nothing now at all. Can I ask everyone's feeling? Does anyone feel anything different? Anyone feel any unease, anything like that?
No.
Is it me that tree down there a lot brighter than everywhere else?
Sorry?
There's a sign on it, I think.
No, I'm looking above the tree. The actual top of the tree looks brighter than everywhere
Don't you
else.
pick anything up, mate?
Is that just me?
Absolutely nothing.
Right then. We'll finish this one here, then we'll move on. Everyone happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul, you happy with that, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, mate.
Tim?
I'm happy.
Right then, so
Okay. EVP2 finishing.
obviously we just finished our second EVP recording. Dave's just used the live EVP thing that we've got, where obviously he listens to it in real time, albeit a slight delay. He hasn't noticed anything. Obviously we'll do a bit more analysis once we get home. But we didn't get anything. The EMF read to the smog meter didn't pick anything up at this time whatsoever, not even audible. This tree just here, if you can see that.
The lights behind us is, I guess, the lights in the streets that are a couple of miles behind.
What I'm saying is, obviously, this tree here is where I was stood whilst we were doing the first recording, and obviously we were getting what appeared to be responses to our questions, which I thought was brilliant evidence. And like I said, it's worth noting that I was literally stood next to that and we got nothing, which to me kind of backs up that there possibly was something there in the first place, because why now has it suddenly stopped?
And they've moved on.
Yeah, so we're going to move further up into the woods now and see what we can find from there.
Really quite, I'd say probably intimidating, to be honest.
How so? Do you feel intimidated, or it's just because we've got a response?
We got such a strong response, like really strong response.
Yeah.
It's quite. Well, we've had responses before, but that was a full-on response.
I think it's probably the best evidence we've got to date. By your
Insanely so.
By the class 1 that we got at Tim's.
Yeah. And they had so the thing is, we could all hear it spiking.
Yeah.
And we're not talking just like a dip into the green. We're talking full orange and red almost at one point.
Yeah. And then down to nothing.
And it was on cue.
say, quite clearly heard a voice.
Mm.
Definitely a female's voice. Now, it could have been carrying through the trees from the houses, but it is very, very still. And I would imagine the trees would definitely muffle the sound quite a lot.
Because we're walking up and obviously we were all talking.
Yeah.
And I said, did anyone else? Obviously, I said, did anyone else hear that? We all went quiet. And Paul said, I heard a woman's voice. So I didn't actually tell him I heard a woman's voice. I said, did anyone else hear that? So we both heard a woman's voice. I couldn't hear what was being said because obviously we're all blokes. We're all got deep voices. Yeah. Dave excluded.
I know.
But it was definitely a female voice. It was very light, very delicate. It was almost like they were talking from like there, rather than it being a distance away. Which is quite interesting. I reckon we should do the next recording here.
It's worth
Just
a
like
try.
the same as we did before. We'll try and get audio and visual responses.
Yeah. Definitely.
If we do it just there, there's like a group of logs that are laid out. I mean, obviously it's probably just kids messing around because there's quite a bit of alcohol bottles and stuff that we've walked past and crisp packets. I reckon if we do it in there, then might be worth a shot. Everyone in agreement?
Yep. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Awesome.
So we're going to go with another try on the real-time EVP. Now we've moved to a different location, as you saw in the videos. So I'm going to set up a new
Spoke.
EVP. This one will be number 3. And we'll go again. Recording EVP 3.
Spoke.
The time is 22:33. Is there anybody here with us?
Spoke.
Okay, it's really annoying that I
Spike.
can hear myself coming back through here, through the headphones, so I can hear the playback coming back through it. I'm just going to turn the headphone volume
Just a quick
down.
one, Joe. Is this thing turned on?
No. Ooh. To the one undo.
Now it's down.
Which one's the other one?
The other side, there's one on each side. There you go, that's on.
Okay.
Spike.
Seems to be quite intermittent.
Yeah.
It's probably worth counting the timing between it because it
Yeah.
might be something that's picking up.
Yeah, it could be the radio beacon, could be sending out a pulse maybe.
Yeah.
It could be the tablet.
It could be
We'll
the
be away
tablet.
from the tablet.
Okay, just give it a moment. Let's just sit on it and
0414 on that one.
okay, let's just wait here. Give us a minute of just static nothingness and see if it's.
That's almost the same time on that.
Yeah, just let's have it run 2 cycles.
Yeah, it seems
I
very.
think it's safe to say there's something non-paranormal causing that.
Yeah, it's a definite
Let's move
timing,
that
isn't it?
away from the tablet.
Okay.
Move the tablet. Move that next to the over to that log there, Dave. That one there. It's far enough away.
Okay. Every 15 seconds. It's every 15 seconds making the exact same.
It's something
So what's causing that then, considering in the
last.
last time we moved it away from the device and it was still doing it, but it was different because that's exactly the same sound every time.
Yeah, every 15 seconds without fail. What batteries does this take?
9 volt.
Fresh 9 volt put in there.
Not for this investigation, but the last one, yeah.
I'll put a fresh one in and see if it makes a difference.
Okay.
I'm going to stop the EPP recording now.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Right, so it's definitely not the battery, because that was a brand spanking new, fresh out of the packet battery. So there's got to be something environmental around here that's causing this to pulse every 15 seconds. We did notice that there is a radio tower nearby, so that could very easily have some sort of beacon on it that's giving off some sort of signal every 15 seconds, which could be triggering this. No real way of testing that, because we haven't got an aeroplane scanner.
So yeah, we just walked up this massive, great big valley. So there's a very good chance that we could have just come into range. As we were saying, the ones at the bottom of the valley were not every 15 seconds or every 17 or whatever it was. It was intermittent. It was in response to questions that we asked. So we still think there's definitely some credible evidence where we were before. Obviously at the moment, with the EMF reader being out of action, it kind of limits what we can get other than EVPs. But we'll probably move on to another spot. We still haven't found the old wood house, which is what we were initially looking for.
I think that if we do decide to call it a night at some point, then because this was planned literally about 6 hours before we came. It was kind of a case of, I've got the weekend off work, let's go and do an investigation, because I work weekends. So obviously the information we could get on this place and any paranormal activity was minimal. So obviously, I mean, with what we got down the bottom, I think it's worthy of coming back at some point when we're doing a bit more research. Perhaps speak to other groups in the area who've been here.
Yeah, there's potential that there was the Tamworth paranormal group, wasn't there? So we might, I mean, you guys might even be watching this. We've contacted you, and well, hopefully we can do something together. But yeah, because it would be good to come down with someone that's been here, someone that might possibly know the area a bit better. I mean, we are coming into this, as Joe said, completely blind, really. We had a couple of hours worth of research, which isn't enough to find out about an area by any means.
Especially this size as well.
No, especially this size, it is pretty huge. As we began to walk away from that area, Tim noticed that the EMF meter was no longer showing any readings. We decided that myself and Tim would return to the same position to see if the regular readings started again.
We just thought this would take special notice, because if Dave just shines a torch over to where we've just been,
this torch won't reach over there.
I
can shine the camera over there. Yeah.
That's where we just were, and this is where we debunked the EMF from my pulse system. Just kill the torch switch, Joe. Now we're getting pulses every sort of 15-17 seconds. Now we've stepped no more than 5 metres away from that area, and the EMF in my hand is no longer pulsing. If Dave films on the EMF, we'll now just wait here and we'll count for 30 seconds quietly while using the camera. 30 seconds and not a single. Now that's 30 seconds and not a single, which will pulsing noise. Tell me to maybe not debunk it straight away. Possibly tell me to maybe not debunk it straight away as a possible pulse, because of say 5 metres shouldn't make that much of a difference. And we're on the path further down the hill. So maybe this might require further investigation. Dave with the camera follows me now. I'll be tempted to say that Dave with the camera follows me now, and I'll go step back over and we'll see if the pulsing begins again.
Yeah, let's do it now.
See the torch, I can see what I'm doing. As soon as I hear this impulse, I will stop moving. Now we're back again. Kill the torch. Kill the torch, and we shall now wait again for another 30 seconds. And we shall now wait again for another 30 seconds. That's another 30 seconds. Now I'm just going to ask.
Maybe try put it back on the floor where it was.
Do that.
Put it back. That's the exact same spot that we had it in before.
Yeah. Now we're going to wait another 30 seconds, and then I'm going to ask some questions. So starting now. That's 30 seconds. I'd like just to say that I heard Joe say something around the 20-second mark of that area. Now, seeing that we're no longer experiencing a pulse of any sort, can I just quick confirm that everyone's phone is turned off or set to airplane mode? Yeah. David?
Yeah, mine definitely is, because we saw it on the earlier.
Paul? Fantastic. So I'm just going to start this off by saying, is there anyone here with us? On the piece of wood in front of Dave is a device. If you go near it or try to touch it, it will register.
That's weird. That's a definite mobile signal.
That's it.
That's definite mobile interference, that is.
I'm going to turn my phone off completely.
No footsteps.
If there is anyone here, as I mentioned before, on the log there's a device, we call it an EMF. If you touch it or try to talk into it, it will register your presence to us. So if you're here, then that would be Paul moving, and Joe. If you're here, please give us a sign. I will now count down from 5 on 0. If you're here, please try something, use some of my energy. Try to pick it up, try to talk into it, even sit on it if you like. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Once again, if you're here with us, please alert us to your presence. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
That is weird. To go from having an intermittent noise every 15 seconds to having absolutely nothing, even though we changed the batteries and still got the noise.
Exactly, it was questionable. Now inside of this we've also had Joe and Paul have both been witness and been quite vocal about the fact they keep hearing a possible female voice and a male voice. I mean, right worth being out today on the floor, so the camera that both Dave and Paul can put on the path behind us.
Yeah, you
and
can see the light over there.
They keep looking down the path like they hear
Joe and
something.
Paul are.
Paul, Joe?
It actually sounded like someone was approaching us.
Okay, so we're going to move over back into the location on the path.
I know it's obviously in the woods, but I do actually feel quite well surrounded.
I'm going to turn the light on.
Now we are possible of putting some of ourselves or our minds playing tricks on us, but
Yeah, I mean that could be the case, but like I said, I don't normally feel like this.
no, Joe, it's usually me feeling like that, and I'm feeling generally quite calm. So are we all in agreement that we make our way back towards the canal now?
Yeah,
Okay.
considering the car's parked in a pub car park, it might be best to get that back there by.
Okay, we're now
Like
making the constant
midnight-ish.
effort. We're not going to call it here, but we're going to start making our way back to the canal. We will re-engage the cameras at any possible sightings or feelings that we have.
I might keep rolling on this one.
Might be worth rolling just to walk back in case we see anything.
Yeah.
We won't have to talk to John because we can't see a fucking thing. Joe? I don't know, you just keep looking at the floor so you can walk, but explain to me your current feelings.
I'm stuck in the middle.
Yes.
My current feeling. No, I mean, like I said it just. In quite an investigation, I do listen to my feelings. If I feel calm, I'll say it. But
As will I.
I don't normally feel threatened or weird. But back there, I mean, it could have just been that I heard what I thought was footsteps. But to be fair, I felt uneasy when you two were speaking. I said it to Paul, and I don't know. I honestly didn't like it there. I don't sound like I'm wimping out, but I didn't like it there. I felt like I wasn't wanted there.
What's your current feeling now?
Unease.
Unease.
But that could just be because I'm giving myself the willies.
I know it's leading you, but do you have the sort of feeling that you need to escape or get out?
Yeah, I don't like it here. It's not. I don't know. Down the bottom, when we did our first recording, I felt fine. Oh, these things.
Further in.
But up there, I didn't like it.
I mean, it might be worth noting that these are the exact sort of things I had when we were on Witchcraft Hill.
Yeah, yeah.
Just the feeling of almost being stalked.
No, it wasn't stored. I
Okay.
didn't feel like anything was following us. I just felt at that point, I felt fine when we were doing that first little bit of recording. No. Right. I literally, past that point, I'm absolutely fine now.
Step back for a stone. No, as in go back across. Anything?
Yeah, I felt fine. It was literally, as I walked past that, I felt absolutely fine. And I feel fine now.
It's almost like something was with you and now no longer is.
I don't know. I don't know what it was. Yeah, I see that.
It was.
Something had grown.
See, I thought a second ago I just turned around and stopped because I thought I heard something, but then I assumed it was a car, but it didn't quite sound like it, so I stopped.
I would say that possibly our presence here is no longer required.
Yeah.
And that we shall now use this time to make some distance from here.
Don't get his willies eating.
No, but you are, which is quite funny.
No, I'm alright now.
You weren't before.
Oh, I wasn't before.
This has been one of our most interesting investigations to date, especially with the unexplained EMF readings and Joe feeling threatened, which is unusual for him. We've reviewed our audio recordings and found no EVPs. The recordings were unfortunately affected by the large amount of noise created by the birds in the area. The pictures that Tim took also gave some interesting results, with the blue orb in one of them and the mist anomaly in the other, both of which don't appear in any other photos. On reviewing the EMF evidence, the readings during our first recording were indeed at 15-second intervals, bar a couple. However, we cannot explain what was causing them or why they suddenly stopped when we finished each recording. Was it just an amazing coincidence that they happened every time we counted down, or asked a certain question and stopped when we finished? Possibly, but we cannot be certain, so we can't say if it's paranormal or not. One thing that is certain is that we will be returning to Hopwas Woods at some point in the near future, as it is a fascinating place and what we have obtained certainly warrants a revisit.
Like I said, we just got back from Hopwas Woods, which has to be said was an awesome experience.
I think it's definitely worthy of a follow-up investigation because it was brilliant there.
No, being the first one, it was a really good experience actually. Very much enjoyed it.
Fantastic investigation. Some really positive results, I think.
Slightly eerie, slightly intimidating and very, very cool. We got what we think would be a lot of footage and possibly good evidence that we might find a hard time debunking. We got a couple of episodes where we're definitely going to be able to debunk it, but that's part of the fun about what we do.
Obviously I got a bit nervous there, which I don't normally get. I felt like I was being surrounded, but that could have just been me making myself a bit paranoid. But no, I enjoyed it.
A lot of the stuff that seemed to happen didn't seem to be fluky. I mean, obviously you've got to look at all the evidence on tape and that, go for it and see exactly what actually happened and anything that we might have missed, but definitely looking forward to the follow-up, definitely on that one. Looking forward to the next trip.
Considering we went into this investigation completely blind, pretty much, I think we've done really well, and yeah, definitely we'll be back.